And hello, welcome back to Japan Game Junk. This time I will be talking about a visit on July 28th of 2024 to the Mandai Shoten store in Iwatsuki of Saitama City of Saitama Prefecture. And before anything else, just want to get this out of the way. This is a store, and all the Mandai Shoten stores, they've kind of cut themselves in half, and the used goods go in one half, and the crane games go in the other half, and because crane games are a way to make a lot of money in Japan now. And there's this guy, maybe the most famous guy, I don't know, in Japan, doing crane game videos on YouTube, and he did some videos at this store, at this place, and he was saying how this is the mecca of crane games in Japan, how it's wonderful, it's so easy to take stuff. That dude was lying for the views. This place is middling at best for their crane game offerings and quality. So with that out of the way, let's get into what I saw in the game portion, the good retro game portion of this shop. First thing was untested and unreturnable, but looks to be in pretty good condition. Base unit Famicom, family computer from Nintendo, 300 yen. They also had two, not just one, but two boxed Hypershot controllers that work with the Konami, sports games, like Hyper Sports or whatever. I believe Track and Field is released in the US, but you have to tap the buttons fast. They have the controllers that are kind of better for that. Being sold for 1,000 yen boxed, not too shabby. For only 600 yen, there was a picture book of Chocobo, the Chocobo and Magic picture book. Apparently, it was something to go along with the DS Chocobo game. If you got that game, then maybe this book is nice. I don't know. It's a guidebook and also an art book at the same time, 600 yen. I already have this game anyway, but maybe retro in style and not in release. But the recently released Nintendo World Championships, Famicom version, of course, Japanese version, they had brand new the collector's edition, including the controllers, for only 7,700 yen, plus tax, or the controllers themselves for 6,000 yen. But that special collector's edition, that is cheaper than anywhere else I've ever seen in Japan since it's been released, new or used. It's kind of crazy. I only bought the original because, I'm happy with my own controllers, not these specialized controllers, but yeah, that's very cheap. Also, kind of cheap is Wani Wani World. So the alligator world for Mega Drive from Kaneko, and only 3,000 yen. And this game is usually much more expensive than that. Stone Protectors, the old animation. I remember that thing, like troll dolls, but they're superheroes. Brand new in box. This is an old game that was never released, but then in recent years, I guess the rights to it were obtained, and it was then released on Mega Drive cartridges, now being sold new for 8,000 yen at this store. Rez for Dreamcast. Recently, I've seen it much more expensive than that, and I thought, hey, you know what? It should be cheaper than that, and in fact, it is here. Rez complete in box, in this case, including the postcard for the Dreamcast. It is 6,000 yen. So yeah, Rez. More expensive, for 80,000 yen, complete in box, is for the PlayStation LSD, the weird psychedelic game. But yeah, it's also is the original release and includes some sort of special bonus, but whatever. And for 10,000 yen for the PC Engine Super CD-ROM is the Spriggan Mark II. That's kind of the price that I've usually seen it for sale anywhere. But cheaper than usual, Neo Geo Pocket Color. It's been tested, it works, and no real scratches or anything. And if I could go back in time, I'd rather have this one than the one that I bought, which I cannot open the battery door on, for 6,000 yen. So it's only the system, and it's got tiny scratches, but very good condition. So if you need a Neo Geo Pocket Color, I'd say that right now, at this very moment, your best bet is to go to the Mandai Shoten store in Iwatsuki. Get this one. For 1,000 yen, right beside it, there was the King Kong LCD game for 1,000 yen. So if you want an LCD game from way back when, then that's another very cheap option here. Not so cheap. Complete in box. Still new in box. Mega Drive Mini, 13,000 yen. Not the second one, the first one. Mega Drive Mini W with 2 controllers, 16,000 yen. Crazy stuff. Of course, knew it was 5,000 yen for the basic one, and I got mine used for 3,000 yen, so wow, these things have gone up in price. Neo Geo, complete in box, 60,000 yen. Kind of on par. Nintendo Game Boy Pocket Printer Pikachu Yellow Edition with the Pikachu dancing on the Pokeball in the front. The rare color version. Still in box, still complete. 15,000 yen for the Game Boy Pocket Printer. Crazy stuff. And the last thing that I saw at this store, Transport Tycoon. A fun game, everyone should have it. I think the PC version is the best, but if you want it for the Saturn, it's here for 1,800 yen. And with that, that was the time that I had here at that store, this Mandai Shoten Iwatsuki store. Worth going, but it is not the mecca for crane games, as that one guy said. It's just a decent store with some decent retro stuff and some crane games as well. And also in the parking lot outside, there's a Cold Stone Creamery, the ice cream vending machine. So that's something too. So enjoy that and have a good day. Bye-bye.